All right, Peter, so tell us, what are your favorite wiki articles that you've contributed?
Well, yeah, probably it's going to bore a bit more people, but it's Vim, it's Mim. Actually, there are two sets of articles which I think I like. First one is an article actually about FIM 2010 security, meaning that it's a white paper actually on how to secure and what are the best practices on security. It's pretty unique in that sense that it's all about public information, how to put in best practices for security for FIM. Although that if you need to look it up and you will find actually it's all over the place on TechNet, so that's one single shot or one single document right now that collects all the information. I'm pretty much proud of that one because actually it has been revised and reviewed by quite some of my community colleagues, also internally at Microsoft, and has been approved for use. Second thing is what you will see. It's quite interesting. I've actually added as a downloadable document on Gallery, so it's a quite good combination actually of wiki forum and Gallery more specifically. I still realize I need to update a few things, but that's a very practical document, and I use it very much in my daily operation, daily professional work, and that's exactly also the second part of my favorite set of articles is I've actually collected a few of these quick start guides on Vim with a lot of quick links. So essentially, now I can go to my Vim and identity management studios. Hey, this is one URL, and actually from that point of view, it's a one single point of contact actually to find all the useful articles with very common questions for students. So yeah, this is a set of articles you quickly also find on my profile. So it's very useful and very wiki-like actually to use.
All right, cool. Thank you. So, this is a really good question for someone with your expertise. And the question is, what are the areas that you think we need more attention or development?
Well, I think I could refer back actually to what I have been posting actually on the Wiki Ninjas blog quite recently. Is that I mentioned already in one of the previous questions is that we see a lot of people jumping on TechNet Wiki, popping up as a new writer on TechNet Wiki, but in most of the cases, they take content, for example, of their own blog, which is fine, but just realize that the wiki is not a blog, and you need to take some measures or to take some changes into these articles. Meaning, for example, the first person writing is I did this, I did that, and this is what I did. And that's something you should convert into a more open third person writing. Is that or a we statement on what you should do? Actually, the point of view changes in most of the cases. In that sense, I always try to review a document, even if I'm not a specialist on the technology being described in the document. If it's usable for the community, is it open? Can we do something with it? Can the people do something with it? So that's one of the things I try to stress actually when I write or update an article on that one. That's one thing. The second thing is due to the fact that it's a large collection of documents, I try to minimize actually also the layout of the articles, and in most of the blogs we see lots of word comments, lots of layout and so on, and I try to minimize that one using basic headers, basic information, and certainly, for example, try to minimize the coloring of that one because actually it gets very aggressive from a point of view. Second thing is we know we have some bugs, actually some way of working in TechNet Wiki, which blocks this kind of advanced layouts, and we know that some articles got blocked or got stuck actually on TechNet Wiki because of this advanced layouts. I'll try to minimize it. You will see that actually most of these situations the articles get much more stable, it gets much more interesting. It sounds weird, but actually minimizing the layout makes the readability actually optimum. So, right?
Okay.